Eagle fans, the countdown to the 2012 season can now commence as all 11 teams convene here in Norfolk, Virginia for the 2012 Meac Media Luncheon as the preseason teams were announced along with the predictions for each squad. Here are the highlights from the event.
Well, obviously the season was long for us. Record-wise, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it. But you do take lessons from that, and we did. We realized we had to go out and get bigger, stronger, faster, and more talented in recruiting. Felt like we needed to go and sign some JUCO kids and try to get some immediate experience. So we did that in terms of recruiting. I think we came in with 8 JUCO kids and had an opportunity to sign a couple transfers. And that's what we learned about the conference. It's a tremendous football conference. Watching some of these programs and teams walk out of the locker rooms with the size was an eye-opening experience for us. So we realized what we had to do, and then our job was about going out and getting it done. Yeah, we feel good about it. I mean, obviously we were not too thrilled with a 1-10 season last year, but sometimes you got to see the forest for the trees. And I think you had to have a starting pace. I came in purposely last year and didn't want to go and sign a bunch of JUCOs last year because I wanted to have a solid base of young kids. Felt like we did that. Now we just got to let those young kids grow up and kind of put some pieces around them. Those kids will be sophomores for the most part this year. And in this league, you're not going to win a lot of games with sophomores either. But you can with a solid base of juniors and seniors, and that's what Savannah State's future holds.
It just brings much pride to us and, to the school and to the community. Just actually we have something to play for now. And that's just the most exciting thing, just waking up and going to practice and know that there's a championship out there to be won. Just to stay composed, as a quarterback. I get anxious a lot and, have to try to do something with my legs. But I'm a pocket passer and when things break down, I make the run. But just stay composed and lead my team as much as I can.
Well, I already knew the Meac was a tough place to play. I mean, I've been playing in the Meac for a long time. I think what I did learn is that I thought we were a little bit more talented than we were last year, and I found out that we weren't. So we had to go out and try to recruit some kids that we think that can come in and help us right away, and we wanted to build a program from the ground up. We had to deal with some discipline issues that we had to clean up, and that's a part of building a program from the ground up. You can't ever tell me that the Meac is tough. I already knew that.
My key to success is just knowing the plays. It was a transition period with the coach, and just getting the playbook and learning his offense and all the little nuances in it compared to the old one, and just getting on a good track and the chemistry with the team and figuring out how we can beat teams schematically and with chemistry.
We realized last season that, again, we weren't finishing games like we want to. So finishing this season is certainly part of our theme. We also want to certainly compete every down and compete every single quarter and be consistent. So those are 3 things that we're looking to harp to our guys from day one. And it hasn't been, it's not something that's going to be new for us as we approach the season. That's something that we set in stone at the end of the season after doing evaluations and things such as that. Chris, we have to run the ball better. We threw the ball around pretty decent, but we really have to run the football better. We want to hang our hat on the ability to run the ball, because again, that'll create more consistent opportunities in the pass game as well. But up front, I'm going to put some more pressure on those guys to open up some holes for our 4 backs that we believe can do some good things. But we really have to run the football better coming into this season. But defensively, they this past spring certainly made some strides as well. There's some guys growing up as well, and like I said, we're really counting on that D-line to really help us out with the maturing secondary and linebackers that we have. But we're hoping the defense can get going here, help us out and stopping the run, and that will help them overall and getting them early stops that we need.
We just prep on focusing more and playing through first, second, and third and fourth quarter. So last year, that was some of the things we didn't do, and this year we harp on it a lot to our teams and the young guys that's coming up, so we'll be better prepared. I'm looking forward this year is getting more wins, my team being competitive, and this year it's going to be a hard job at the quarterback position. So I'm looking forward to that.
Anything can happen in the Meac. If you look back a few years ago, Bethune went from being, kind of the bottom of the Meac to winning the Meac. So, I feel like anything can happen. And I feel like we've definitely put the preparation in to set ourselves up to be a definite contender in the Meac. So, I just want the fans to know that we're out here working hard. We definitely need their support, and their support is one of the biggest things that we need this year in order for us to, take it to the next level. So.
We want to make sure we came with a scheme as far as the road to redemption, something that we can hang our hats on, that guys can believe in, and I think we did a great job as far as coaching staff, making sure the young men understand how to win and understand we had a mission. It was going to be a long road. We want to make sure we get back to what we're trying to build, and that's the Howard tradition as far as the Howard University and the athletic program.
Year number 2, we're going to show people that it's not a fluke. Last year a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's just 1 year wonder. They're hype. It's all the coaches." But we're going to show them that the Bison are going to be a formidable folk. We're going to be someone to contend with in the years to come, not just for these first 2 years, even with taking great hits and losing Lanny Kelly and Saki Kakula and Corey Berry, Willie Carter on offense. We're going to keep the ball rolling, and the road redemption, it doesn't stop at the last year. It's going to continue even after I leave. We're going to keep it rolling.
Started off, a little slow, picked up, had opportunities in the end of the season to, be competitive and have a chance to compete for, the championship. But, as it has been for the last couple of years, just having youth and having injuries and things of that nature, just haven't been able to get over that hump towards the end. But we saw a lot of good things from the young guys we had playing. We got 22 seniors coming back this year. In my opinion, I think we have one of the conference best quarterbacks. And we'll start off in the 7th lane, but it's almost like a track meet. All lanes are even. You get your chance to run. It may look staggered, but they all even.
For me, it's just the mental aspect. Coverages, schemes, protections. The little things. As a freshman coming in the fall, you can only absorb so much. So with the whole off season, I had the chance to really sit down with the coaches and take in a lot more. So it's the mental aspect.
We're getting better, but we need to understand that we still have a lot of work to do before we are a good football team, before we make any really big noise in this league. But those days are coming. We just got to continue and stick with that plan, recruit well, and develop our kids. But, yeah, it was a great challenge coming in here with the situation that we had. And, I guess I'll look at last year a little bit differently than most people in that, we're in the point in our program where we should have been a lot better, and we had an opportunity to win some more ball games. But, this point in our career at A&T, I don't know if judging this football team by wins and losses is fair to these kids because of restrictions that we have. So winning 5 games, to some people that was a big deal, but we should have won 8. And that's our goal, and we need to get better this year as far as winning football games and win a few more games and take some more steps towards becoming a good football team.
Yeah, Coach Broadway he's an excellent coach, an excellent motivator, and as time went on, guys started buying more into the system, and that's what we need. Continuing on, we just need guys to continue to listen to what he has to say and buy in, because he's a proven winner, and that's where we want to be. So if we can continue to listen, we can hopefully become winners also.
Well, actually, again, my thing now is not concerned about what folks are saying or what have you. I think the biggest thing is just understanding who we are and where we've come from. I think we've had a great opportunity to be the best that we can. I thought last year, easily you take away a few things and we're 10-1, 9-2, but we learned from that. We've got 17 returning starters. People say they're young, but we've got 17 starters returning. And so I feel pretty good, and I feel that we, picked up some guys that I think that can help our program. But like I said, now my biggest thing now is just to take one game at a time, and then let everything else take care of itself.
Our standing right now we're proud of, and we're glad that we are able to be considered within the top echelon of our conference. But of course, we want to be number 1. See, for us, we always want to be the top of the conference, and we just want to prove that the preseason rankings are good, but at the end of the season, that's what matters. So we want to put forth the work and effort now and during camp. That way, when Game 1 comes all the way through Game 10, we'll be able to prove that we are the best team in the conference.
It's great. I mean, you get a lot of love, but at the same time, you have to put in the work, and that's all we've been doing, putting in work, just so we can maintain that position.
I would like to believe so, not only because of the on-the-field accolades and accomplishments, but because of the off-the-field accomplishments as well. And that's what I judge our success off of. If our guys were just winning football games but getting arrested, not getting it done in the classroom, then it wouldn't be a success, it would be a tragedy. But for the most part, we're excelling off the field in the classroom. Guys are graduating with their master's degrees, and we're winning football games. So our development of men is starting to take place, and that's something that's exciting, and that's why I would say I would like to say that, yes, we are seeing some success.
He teaches us that through adversity, things become more meaningful. We realize that things, as we persevere, we understand how to get through things, and that breaking mentally is not a point for us. We won't break mentally. You have to be able to stay on ease and on edge, mentally, because physically we've been through it all already. So as long as we just come out and we stay focused mentally and emotionally, things will usually go our way. But we still, at the same time, we gave it all we had last year, and the outcome, we can't, the competition is getting better in the Meac, and that's what we understand, but some things didn't go our way. But we're not going to hold our head on it. It's just something that we learn from.
You're right. We did lose some big-time guys from this program last year, but, people don't want to hear who you lost. They want to hear how many games you're going to win. And, we're back at that stage again, so we're excited about the year and glad that some people think that we might be close to the top of the league, but, that's not generally good enough for South Carolina State folk. They want to win it all. Anything short of that, it's sort of a failure. And, we finished second last year, so we're on about the task of trying to figure out now how we can get back to the top. Well, let's hope so. But Norfolk has traditionally given us a tough time up at their place, even at our place from time to time. So it's always a hard-nosed football game. And the last year was no different. We had a couple opportunities toward the end of the game, though, to pull it out. And as the year went, we just weren't quite mature enough in some portions of our game to make it happen. And, it was almost like the same exact situation as in the Florida A&M game when we had chances to convert some of our short yardage and goal line situations that we didn't. So the fact that we couldn't get it in at the end and the fact that we couldn't get a fourth down against FAM are the two issues that really we need to fix in order to be a better football team in 2012.
The main thing is, we were working hard in the offseason, after we didn't win last season. That stuck with us the whole offseason, and we're working hard to get everybody in shape and get everybody focused, because we got a tough schedule going ahead, and we have to be ready as soon as we come out of camp. First 5 games are going to be some real games that shape the season, so we really just focus on getting ready for that.
Well, it's definitely a first. Norfolk State, that was our first Meac championship, and so this is definitely a new experience for us to be able to be on top and to actually have people coming after our spot. So we definitely have to work hard. I believe we have to work harder than last year, because we're not going to be under the radar, and everybody knows that we're the defending champs. So we just really have to work hard, do everything the right way, on and off the field, and just really bring our A game every day. Yep, Coach A, whenever your head coach is on the defensive side, you're going to be right. So Coach A does, and Coach D and all the other defensive coaches do a great job of preparing us. We always have a good scheme and a good game plan going in to Saturday. So we're looking forward to being able to have another good year on defense and just really getting after it.
As you can see, the Eagles were picked 9th in the Meac. Hopefully we can see them move up the ladder here in 2012. Congratulations go out to Giovanni Irvine and Xavier Proctor, as they both made the All-Meac preseason teams. That'll do it here from Norfolk. We thank you for tuning in. Stay locked in all preseason long on NCCUEaglePride.com as we get you ready for the 2012 football season. So long, everybody.